this menopause thing, or pre-menopause, they say. It's driving me up a wall. Anyway, look at me complaining about heat. And what am I doing over here? Making tea. But let me show you guys. Look at my cup, my 3D design cup with my name on it that I created using Kittle. And then I printed it on Printify, and it's in the gold theme to match. Listen, I'm so petty sometimes. To match the gold. You know, actually, I'm going to show you the plaque that I got from YouTube. Let's turn this fire off. The plaque that I got from YouTube to recognize 1 million subscribers. This camera is too low. Let's put it up a little bit. There we go. The plaque that I got from YouTube to recognize and celebrate 1 million subscribers is gold. So I decided to get a few pieces of art that's gold. And I've stopped buying art. With Kittle, I just create my own, put my name on it. So this one is the orchid, what do you call it now? Orchid, not design, but the orchid set. I'm looking for a better, more artistic word for set. But anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about something that a lot of you have asked on my other channel that I typically take for granted that you know, which is how to get monetized from on YouTube. And I'm going to talk about every aspect of it, to include going to that post office, or if you don't live in Jamaica like me and don't have your own private post box, receiving that PIN number from YouTube and what you need to do, how you need to put ads in your video, because I'm always talking about making money on YouTube, but I neglect to talk about the process in details to get monetized. But let's make some tea. Let me go fetch the tea bag. And let's make some tea. And then I'll talk to you as we're going along. This is the tea bag that I'm using. Let's grab one here. Let me put this back. And I'm getting ready to put down some serious work today. You hear the crickets outside? Yeah, live in the bush. That's what happens. And I'm going to pour it in my design, the cup that has my artwork on it. Why? I don't even know why people buy stuff anymore, knowing that you can use AI to create art. I don't know why people buy stuff anymore with other people's art on it. Create your own. Get it on products. You can use Printify to get it on products. And then you are now branding you, right? You are branding your style. Let's put this in the bin. And I'm going to take you down to my office with me because I want to show you the gold YouTube plaque and then talk to you about how to get monetized on YouTube. Now, as I was saying, for those who are new to this channel, let me explain while I'm in good lighting. This lighting look good, man? I tell you. Anyway, for those who are new to watching this channel, I've now changed the focus of this channel. It's now called FAQs or Data Unedited, which is frequently asked questions or data unedited. So basically, I'm going to, let me hold this tripod properly. So basically on this channel, I'm going to answer the questions that you have for me. Some of them I'll pull from my main channel, which is Rockstar Academy. But if you have questions for me, I recommend you write them here in the comments. And instead of writing an answer, if enough people ask the same question or if enough people like the question, then I'm going to just do a video that explains and that provides the answer in details. But the video is not going to be edited because I don't have time to edit 2 whole channels. You're going to get it as is, unedited and raw. So you're going to be really up in my business. But forgive me. Let me take you down to the office. All right?
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put.
So I went on Kittle and I typed in 3D orchid in white, gold, and silver on a black background. That's all I did. But from there, I went on Printify and I uploaded my design on this canvas, which is a gallery canvas. So you can see that there's a little bit of space in here on the canvas. That's deliberate because I wanted it to have that gallery look and feel. I have a meeting at 10:30 and it's 10:20 now. And I don't want to do this video and forget. Hey Siri, tell me when it's 10:30 a.m.
Your alarm is set for 10:30 a.m.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
As it pertains to YouTube, I just made some notes so I didn't miss any step in the process. So the first step is meeting the eligibility requirements. And to do that, when I started on YouTube, it was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours in a 12-month period. And initially, I wasn't sure what that meant. But then after I realized 1 year passed and all the views I had before that year just disappeared, quickly I realized I need to get my ball rolling and rolling quickly when I go on to the mission of the Rockstar Academy. So now the good thing is, depending on where you live, I know for the US, as an example, you don't need 1,000 subscribers anymore. It's only 500. And you need 3,000 public watch hours within a 12-month span. So as an example, the videos that you post from January 1 to December 31st, the watch hours that you get from those videos, that's a 12-month span. Those will all count. But the minute you get to January of the following year, it's gonna start dropping off some of the watch hours that you got in January of the previous year. It's always 12 months. A lot of people don't understand that. So what ends up happening is they, post few videos over a long period of time, and then they're wondering, how did I not get monetized? That's why. So that's a first step. The second step is you need to make sure you live in a country where the YouTube Partner Program actually is available. I used to think that wherever Google is available, you can sign up on YouTube and make money, but I learned the hard way because I was coaching someone to do so, and then I found out they lived in a country that didn't have YouTube. We found a workaround, but you need to make sure that you put that in place. And the workaround was because the person had dual residences, so they could leverage that. You need to have an AdSense. Now, you don't have to set it up when you're getting started, and this is a Google AdSense account. You can do it when you're prompted to do so later in the process. But if you want to be proactive, like myself, and it's what I recommend as well, go and, I don't know, are you hearing me? Go and create your Google AdSense account the minute you decide you want to do YouTube. That way, when you get approved to be monetized, you already have it, it's approved, and you can easily link it to YouTube. So those all fall in the eligibility criteria. Now, let me tell you something that's probably gonna burst your bubble and hurt your feelings, but it's a fact. Your family and friends are not going to watch your videos. They're not going to subscribe. Maybe 1 or 2 of them, which was the case, which was my experience, and I was completely shocked. Those family and friends, they show up now and they want some of what you're earning, but they still don't even watch the videos. They don't support you in any way. It's incredible. So I don't want you to get deflated when you send it to all your family members and they may subscribe, but they won't watch. Find your tribe. Take it from me that your tribe is out there and it doesn't have to be your family, and don't have them up. There's no room in your heart for animosity, especially when you're a child of God, because it just takes away from your positivity. So don't pay them any mind. Just go and find your tribe, right? The microphone now is too high because I'm looking up. Not the microphone, the camera. All right, so next on the list is, when you reach your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or 500 and 3,000, you're going to get a prompt in YouTube Studio. And if you don't know how to get to your YouTube Studio, when you go on your YouTube channel, just click your little photo in the right-hand corner, is it? Yes, the right hand corner of the screen, and you will see a menu pop up. Just click on YouTube Studio and it will take you to the back office for your YouTube channel. And in your back office or on your back office, you can see analytics and other things. The notification that you have been approved, or the notification to apply for monetization will be there. You go through the application process, but while you're posting leading up to monetization, make sure that you're following YouTube's policies and guidelines, because if you don't and you get copyright strikes, not copyright flags, because I had a few copyright flags because of copyright music that I use, those aren't held against you for monetization. But if you're not following their policies and you're getting quite a few strikes, it's gonna be held against you when you apply for monetization. If you don't do any of that, you're gonna be fine. Now the next step okay, Google AdSense. Now, when you sign up for Google AdSense, you're going to be prompted there to put in your banking details. And as long as you live in a country where YouTube will facilitate or allow monetization, you can put a bank in that country. So I live in Jamaica. I actually put my Jamaican bank there, or whichever country I want the money to go to, I put the bank there. And as long as I have, you need to prove that you live where you live. So make sure you have access to what it is that you're putting on YouTube and that it's real. And they'll use that information in your Google AdSense when you start making money to pay you. Now, it took about 24 hours for me to hear back from YouTube when I applied for monetization, but I've known persons who experience 48 to 72 hours. It's not going to take a long time, but then again, it all depends on how many they're processing. Now, they're gonna, after your, oh, my alarm is going off, it's 10:30. So we're gonna have to pause this and come back. Let me make a note as to where I'm at, and we'll continue shortly. Going to do the work. I am back. Let's see if we can finish this up before my next meeting. Hey Siri, set alarm for 12 p.m. today. That's in 8.
Your noon alarm is already on.
Okay, I have a 12 p.m. alarm already. So that's in 8 minutes. So let's see if we can wrap it up in that time. So let me go back to my list here and see where we left off. So I think there was something important that I neglected to mention, which was at the eligibility process. Once you meet the eligibility requirements, you can apply for monetization on YouTube by when you go into the YouTube studio, you need to click on monetization, or I believe right now it's changed to earn in the menu. That's where you're gonna see, when you click on that, it's gonna take you to the monetization application process. However, for me, it just popped up in the YouTube studio when I went in the notification bar. So if you don't see it there, just go on monetization tab or click on earn. And earn is also what you're gonna click for you to know how far along you are with the monetization process. When you click on earn, you're gonna see how many of the 500 or the 1,000 subscribers you have, and how much of the 3,000 or the 4,000 watch hours that you have. And that number, or those numbers, will be updated periodically. So that's where you would go to look for that. So here on my list, the next thing is, okay, so after I go in and I apply for monetization, I get a notice that I need to put in my actual address. And this is my mailing address. And I don't pay for a personal post office box because I don't like paper. I believe in saving the trees. So everything I do from a communication perspective, all my bills come via email and so on. So I had to use the post office that was closest to me, and you should see me for 6 weeks going there to the postmistress. Do you have any mail? And I gave her my ID, or I give her my ID and said, do you have any mail for Odetta Rocket or Odetta Rocket car? And she would flip through, no. because it took 6 weeks before it came. And it may be because I live in Jamaica. I don't know what the experience is of persons who live in North America, as an example. But don't get too anxious. Give yourself 6 weeks to even 2 months to get that pin. It's gonna be in like a makeshift envelope, and it's gonna have YouTube on it. And when you open it, it's gonna have a pin number. When you get that pin number, you go back to the YouTube studio and you're gonna enter it. There's gonna be a slot there or a space when you follow the instructions to enter the pin. That's when now there's a final review. And I think that one was pretty quick, or was it immediate? I can't remember, but it happened shortly after, and I was monetized officially, got the notification that I'm now monetized. Actually, it happened immediately. I was now monetized and I needed to put ads on my videos. But let me check through before we get to ads. Let me see if I'm missing anything in the monetization process. So you enter the pin, you get approval. Let me come down here. After YouTube will check your channel. Right, so YouTube, as a part of the approval process, YouTube is going to check your channel. So make sure that if you do have any copyright striked items or videos on there, try to delete it before you apply. Like I said, copyright flags aren't bad, but strikes, you need to get rid of those before you apply. And when you get approved, we're at ads now. So you can put YouTube, let me rephrase that. YouTube will automatically put an ad before your video and at the end of your video in most cases, but I don't leave anything to chance, because if those ads aren't on your video, you're not getting paid. So I always go into studio, click on, when I'm uploading my video, I click on the earn or the monetize menu option, and then I put in my ads. And most times I'll see where YouTube has put in the ad at the end, but I'll put one in the beginning. If your video is over 8 minutes long, you can put ads in between. Now, don't kill people with ads by having an ad behind an ad, because despite popular belief, I believe someone only needs to watch an ad for about 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 seconds. They don't have to watch the whole ad, because I know you guys aren't watching all my ads, but I have videos that are making good money. So I don't know what exactly the rule is, but this watch my entire ad thing, I don't think that's it. The best thing, or the way to maximize your earnings, is to put in mid-roll ads. And like I said, you can only do this in videos that are 8 minutes or longer. Otherwise, you'll only get to put an ad at the beginning and at the end. Why are mid-roll ads important? They're important because, believe it or not, when you have one video with 5 ads or 4 ads as an example, every time someone views an ad, it counts as a monetized view. And YouTube is going to pay you based on monetized views. So as an example, if I have a video and you watch that video and you watch 3 ads from that video, your one view counts as 3 monetized views. Does that make sense? So that's why it's good to get multiple ads in videos, because hopefully someone will watch the video long enough to watch all of them. But if they don't, make sure your ads are at the front of your video, and about 1 minute or 2 minutes in, there's another one, and then you can space them out to 3 or 4 minutes. So you're not feeding people too many ads. But if you can get multiple monetized views from one viewer, you're banking. And this is one of the reasons why the rate that you get, and I'll talk about RPMs and CPMs in another video, but this is one of the reasons why the rate that you get per 1,000 views is sometimes higher than other channels. Now, in another video, when I talk about RPM and CPM, I'll also talk about where your money is going to show up when you make it, when you're going to get paid by YouTube on a monthly basis, what's going to be included in that pay, how much taxes will be taken out, and all that good stuff. So keep watching for more.